comes to life. You're in Zizi's world. You're in Zizi's world. Comes to life. Sugar, 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 sugar. Hello out there in YouTube Landia. Welcome to the Lazizi Review, where today we're going to discuss Rue Pauls Drag Race Season 4, Episode 5, The Snatch Game. Well, the show starts right away with them having to compete for a phone call. And they compete with a chicken challenge where they all gotta do little different things, chicken gags, whatever. The ultimate winner of the whole entire challenge is Fifi. And she gets the phone call. And it was so sweet because she gives the phone call to Chad Michaels, who wanted the phone call really bad because supposedly it's his anniversary and he wants to be talking to his honey. So she gives her the phone call. And I like Fifi. I do. Fifi got she's rough around the edges and she's no nonsense or whatever, but I like her. I mean, I don't like everything she does, but she's a person, not an angel, right? Whatever, so. But there is a person on the show that doesn't like her, and that's Sharon Needles, because they got into it. So they're all in the workroom, and they're all getting ready for their big challenge where they all have to get dressed as their favorite celebrity. And Sharon picks Michelle Visage. All the people think it's a big mistake. But see, Sharon Needles, one thing I do like about her, she's risque and she always is trying something new. And she's different. She really is. I might not appreciate her look really at all, but I can see how Sharon Needles is going to make a big, big, huge name for herself. Very similar to the way Joan Rivers did or Bette Midler or people like that are not very attractive, but they come through and they got something to give and they got something to sell and boom. I don't really believe all the other girls have that je ne sais quoi that Sharon Needles has, even though I don't really care for her style. As I watch the show, I can appreciate her ability to bring it every time. And she does bring it. Anyway, next. They're all getting dressed. They're all getting ready. And Chad Michaels is going to do Cher. Big surprise. I'm happy that he did Cher, I'm going to be honest, because that's what he does. Now, do I believe that Chad has what it takes to ever be the next diva, queen diva? Work the crown, be like Rue? No, because he already turned himself into a mini-me version of Cher. Cher is a one-word diva. He said that and I agree with him. And now he became himself a mirror image of Cher, and he really did, because in the competition, in the snatch game, honey, he did Cher better than Cher does herself. She's in her house right now going, hey, who booked me on that show? I didn't say I could do Cher, but anyway, I tried. He does Cher. He does Cher like he wanted to be her, and I don't think that is what they're looking for in this competition, where at the end of the day, the one working the crown has to be able to stand in for RuPaul. Now it's Rue Boo, it's Rue Boo, and you need your A game, your B and C and E and F and A to the Z game, and if you don't have that, poof, bye. Of course, he was fantastic in the game, as well as he should have. That's his job. His job is to be that person. Nobody else's job there is to be the person that they were trying to be, except for Fifi. I want to talk about Fifi's portrayal as the Lady Gaga. I know a lot of you are going to want my head on a stick for this, right? So just make a pez out of me. I'll pop a candy out of my mouth. My tongue, because it's so sexy and delicious. Boop. Back to the show. I'm just not a big Lady Gaga fan. I'm sorry. But it's not about that. It's not about who I like. I know the person that could have did Lady Gaga would have had to... I had a whole totally different voice, different personality, something. I don't know. She's nothing like Fifi. But if you ask me, and you are because you're watching my show, Fifi looked more like she was working on J-Lo impersonation. She reminded me of J-Lo, right? If J-Lo was trying to portray Madonna, that's what it was. It was like J-Lo and Madonna, and J-Lo somewhere trying to do Madonna. It just wasn't happening. It didn't work. And I wasn't liking it. I wasn't digging it. And I love Fifi, but no, Fifi, no, stop. And the fact that she didn't realize how bad her impersonations were was even scarier, because it's like, you have to bring your A game like Rue says, and you didn't do it. And she said, Fifi, she stopped her. When she told Fifi, bring your A game, girl. She was like, Fifi, come here. I need to see you after class. So Fifi was already in trouble. She's already in trouble with Rue. And the judges too. Nobody liked her impersonation of the Lady Gaga. It stunk. The best thing about his Lady Gaga impersonation was from his knee down, where he put his boot on top of the table and he was playing the visible piano, whatever. So next. I want to talk about Kenya. Okay, I'm sorry, but she was doing an impersonation of Beyonce. Got me looking so crazy right now. I mean, she was doing that impersonation of Beyonce. Yeah, you know, Beyonce a little crazy. We all a little crazy sometimes, but oh no, homegirl took it somewhere else. Kenya went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs with it. But there's a language barrier with her, and people should realize that Kenya's fierce though, and I will say this about her. I love Kenya. I'm Team Kenya every day, all day. I'm Puerto Rican. She's Puerto Rican. You know, I gotta represent. Hello, Puerto Rico, Boricua, baby. Love, love, kisses, hugs, and X's and O's, right? Every day, all day for Kenya. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to be able to step in front of Rue. And could you do that? I don't think so. So she proved it with her Beyonce impersonation, which was a big, epic fail. X's. And unfortunately for Kenya, not the hugs and kisses kind either. I'm sorry, the next queen has to be fierce. She has to, like I said, step in front of Rue. She has to be able to snatch that crown and be fierce. Now, Rue's professional. Rue's been doing this forever. I mean, you know, you see Chad saying, I'm professional, I'm professional. I mean, the other girls are always saying how Chad says that. Now, Rue is professional. She's been here from the beginning. Rue's a timeless diva. I mean, Rue is flawless. She comes out there every episode in a fierce gown from head to toe. She's funny. She's charismatic. She understands the characters and the ways of a person when she's portraying them. So now we're going to talk about Sharon Needles. Sharon Needles was portraying Michelle Visage. Nobody was happy about that. She took a risk, child, and went up like a bunch of pink balloons, and Michelle Visage loved it. Who doesn't like to see themselves portrayed by a queen? That just means that you're fierce, right? So Michelle ate that up like chocolate-coated nuts. The edible kind. And the other queens were left gagging, sad, with broken heels. Anyway, next. Now let's talk about Jiggly's horrible impersonation of Snooki. It was so bad that it almost had that diva Latrice Royale jumping out of her chair, child, and smacking bitches up. She was livid. And then there was Didi. Didi portrayed that fierce diva Wendy Williams. Now, I never really cared for Wendy Williams until she got on in her career, and then she started, you know, getting fierce with it. And then I really started loving her when, you know, I found out that she was a big Wonder Woman fan. And then, you know, who isn't? Who isn't, right? She had Linda Carter on her show. Anyway, that's another topic. That's another topic, not this, right? So she portrayed Wendy Williams, and it wasn't even all that, child. Because all she could say was that cliche, how you doing? And I'm like, bitch, please, no, stop, boring. I love Didi, but I was left unimpressed. Anyway, next. Milan. Michelle Visage hit the nail on the head when she said that he did a broke down, fucked up version of Chris Rock. I mean, she didn't say that, but I'm going to say that. It was awful. Milan, it was awful. I mean, that alone should have got her kicked off the show. And I'm going to tell you this about Milan, what I don't like. Because Milan got so many wonderful qualities about her. She's a diva. She's fierce. She really is. And I mean, she needs time in the oven. She needs to perfect herself because she got issues where she thinks she's good when she's not. Where she can't see when she's making a mockery out of her own self. Because her Diana Ross routine was horrible. I mean, child, did you not ever see Diana Ross? Diana Ross, first of all, don't talk like this. Ain't nothing, girl. Like the judges say, she's smooth, she's creamy, she's butter soft, she's wonderful. I mean, they didn't say all that, but I'm going to say all that. I'm going to say that for them. This is Diana, child. Diana's not gitchy. She's not country. Stop. She ain't going to pull out, you know, a box of KFC and be like, oh, this chicken shoulder tastes good, girl. You know, I'm Diana. Epic fail there, too. Did you ever see Diana? Diana did her concert in the 80s. Honey, it was so fierce. They're talking about it to this day. She did her concert in Central Park. I mean, homegirl went out in the rain, okay? And she was singing, hello, I'm going to get wet. I'm going to get wet for you. Right? She's a diva. She is a diva. By the way, she likes to be called Miss Ross. Yes. She's true top-notch diva. Milan had no right to go there and touch that. She should have played somebody else. She should stick to doing Diana in pictures and leave it there. Leaving it there. The makeup was a cracked out mess. Somebody said that. I forgot which one of the girls said that, but it was so true. It was on point. She looked at all kinds of cross-sided, just like one of the judges said, and it was so true. Anyway, move it along. I want to talk about William really quickly. She did an excellent portrayal of Jessica Simpson. See, this is what it's about. William is professional. This child knows. He understands. He was all about the acting. Now, can she be the next Queen Diva? Be like Rue Pauls? I don't think so. William is way too much of a robot.
No emotions. Only ugly people have emotions.
Okay, look. That was fierce and funny what she said, kiki, but it's also scary. And then when she started to cry right before she got off the stage and fake some emotions, that was scary too. It was weird and bizarre and scary. Excellent television. I enjoyed it, but no. At the end of the day, it's not going to snatch her the crown, child. Believe me, trust. So anyway, at some point, they all meet up in the workroom. Honey, Latrice was livid, livid. I mean, tears streaming down her face. I mean, this is a big diva, and these girls are all sitting there. They're all, very short next to her, and they're all looking at her like, "Oh, mommy's mad, mommy's mad." I thought Miss Latrice Royale was gonna turn asses royal blue. I thought that she was gonna take out a switch, and she was gonna take it to church and be like, "Whoosh."
Come on here! Oh no, y'all disappointed mother.
I thought they were gonna get it. She opened up a can of whip ass, started reading all of them, and they were just sitting there like gagging and blinking. Okay, and then they let poor little Jiggly take the blame for everything, which was kind of fucked up because they really didn't care. That's why they did that. And Jiggly really did care. I mean, 5 more minutes, he was crying, going, "I'm sorry, it was all me. I was all fucked up." Psh, please. I will say this about Miss Latrice Royale. She's a diva above all divas. She's fierce. She's fierce. But she was taking it a little bit too much. I mean, honey, what else was wrong? Did you have your PMS? Child, she was mad. She must have been hungry for real. Like when she was doing a Aretha Franklin impersonation. I mean, that was funny for about 2 seconds, and then after that, flatline, whatever. Next, they all came out their gowns and little outfits. They were all fierce. Milan was told that his outfit was reminiscent of Sammy Davis Jr., and I agree. I concur. But epic fail there. Exes, I didn't like it. I can't really go off on everybody else's outfit. They were all right. Willem was doing something rubber dollish, like the 90s, he said. I don't know. It was all right. It was Grace Jones. I don't really know how Grace Jonesy it was. Honey, go look at Grace Jones. She's a little bit more fiercer and original than that. Anyway, I've seen a lot of blue gowns in my life, and they all look a lot like Jiggly's. Very primey, very beautiful, whatever. But Latrice Royale's gown took it. I mean, that was something Rue would have worn. So I will say that she deserves a 10 for that outfit. It was fierce. Chad Michaels' outfit, it was all right. It was like Fifi's. And it was like Willem to me. It was just all right. So now we're towards the end of the show. This is where the shit gets real. Now, Rue's giving speeches to the girls. Who's safe, who's not. Boom, boom, boom. Some of them go back there. Some of them are not. They're crying. They're scared, whatever. They're shaking in their heels. They're scared. They're in trouble. Mama Rue wasn't that happy this episode. Now, who are the two that have to stand back and lip sync for their life? Milan, again. She should have her bags packed in the back, ready to go. I mean, she's always right there. Milan, you stay. You about to have to lip sync for your life. Practice those dance moves, child. Well, whatever. So, it's Milan and no, Kenya. No, not Kenya. Wait. Why Kenya over Jiggly? For that, it should have been Jiggly. I'm sorry, I love Jiggly. I do. But Kenya? That was so dramatic for me. I was there like Joan Crawford. No! Whatever. She's put up there with Milan, and of course, Rue's the Queen of Hearts. She's all like,
"It's time for you to lip sync for your life. And don't fuck it up."
The girls are all scared. We are scared. I'm scared. I am, right? Yes, it's much drama for me. So they're up there, and they have to lip sync to Vogue. Now, I will admit this. As many fuck-ups as Milan was doing in that episode, she killed it. She nailed it. I mean, she took it to the original. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, Vogue. Dun, 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 dun. Let your body go with the flow. You know you can do it. Greta Garbo and Monroe. Dietrich and DiMaggio. Vogue. She nailed it. She killed it. I gotta say this though, Kenya was fierce too. Don't even try it. That little child, that little queen is too young to remember all that. And let me tell you, she was fierce. She was, falling back. She laid it out too. And then what had me jumping up and screaming and yelling? I mean, well, anyway, I was smiling. I was happy. What had me excited was when they both got together. And honey, they danced and Milan dipped her. Ooh, fierce. Okay, that was just epic. So they killed it. They both killed it. Milan won. And she deserved to win. Because she took it there. It was very professional. Let's keep it real. Madonna stole that song from the queens, the young queens in my time. So I know for a fact what that song represented. And it was fierce, and Milan killed it. She took it to its original fierceness. So congratulations, Milan. Keep up the good work. Child, you fierce. Kenya, oh, that just breaks our heart. That just breaks all our hearts because so many of us love Kenya. I know I do. I know I did, and I still do. So that's basically all I have for this episode of That Azizi Review. Thank you for watching. So remember, click like, rate, comment, and subscribe. This is all for you. And thanks for watching my show.